Hi, I'm Paige Ware, and part of what you do as a content area teacher when you work with second language learners is to help them not only have their content objectives but also a language objective. And that doesn't always have to be really complicated. So, for example, for beginning level language learners, they're still learning sentence structure and sentence patterns in English. So, one way you might introduce an activity for the class period would be to start with a warm-up in which you might introduce a particular sentence structure, not just vocabulary, but an order of words that go into a sentence. So let me show you an example of how I might use a warm-up activity to practice the sentence structure. In this activity, the students would practice particular sentence structures using adverbs and adverb placement. So the first part of the activity would be to guess what a particular picture is that I hold in front of them. Maybe it's a sunflower. Maybe it's a circle. And as they continue on, I would slowly reveal different parts of the picture. For example, I could hold this picture up. As the students slowly guess what it is using maybe it's and perhaps it's, I would reveal more and more of the picture. When they get closer to being certain what the particular picture might be, I would then add new vocabulary words to shift out of the maybe and perhaps into more confidence with what they think it is. So I would erase on the one side of my board the maybe and the perhaps, and instead add words on this side, like this. So having erased the words on this side of the sentence stem, the sentence starter, I would then add the words over here for greater certainty of knowing what the object is. So in this case, as the object becomes revealed to be a one-room schoolhouse, students might start saying, oh, it's probably a building, it's almost certainly a school or a church, and finally it's definitely a school. So in this way I could introduce a topic of conversation for the day, perhaps in this case social studies, and talking about one-room schoolhouses in different parts of rural areas and in different times of the century. I could also use other types of pictures depending on the content area. So I might slowly uncover, for example, a picture of a cell, and I could also reintroduce or reaffirm some vocabulary associated with the cell as a part of that activity once the picture has been revealed. So in this way, the students have some kind of familiar or less familiar structure rather that they would practice using English in particular ways as we introduce the topic of the day. So